brushing my hair. Fuck, who the fuck wore this last? Hi everyone, welcome back. It's me, Helen, and my nubbin head. I thought we would do a blast from the past. I thought I would be really fucking old school and make my own YouTube tag. Now these are YouTube tags, man. They were big once upon a time. People making tags left, right and centre, tagging their mates. No one does it anymore. So I thought we would be real nostalgic and do a tag based on YouTube nostalgia. Now the way this is going to work is I have asked my viewers to ask me questions that are related to my YouTube beginnings and past and the old days, you know. There was a prime time for it. Let's not fuck about. There was an era, a golden era, and we're going to talk about it. If you want to take part in this tag, just ask your friends or your viewers to ask you a bunch of questions that are related to your YouTube beginnings, or make up your own questions. Get creative. I am going to make myself turn into Helen Melon Lady whilst I answer these questions. I've already done my makeup. My makeup is pink, really big eyelashes, really luscious lips. Look at these fucking, look at that. Okay, so looks wise, I'm nearly there. My hair never looked this fucking nice. It was dry or just full of extensions that didn't blend that well. But at the time I was like, this is rad, it looks so great. Okay, so we're going to bring back some classics because I'm nearly ready. I need to be wearing Galaxy leggings. You didn't own a pair of black milk, or if you're on a budget like me, Romwe Galaxy leggings. Were you even there in 2014? Oh my god, these are like basically exactly like the ones that I wore. Yes! Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Cool, got my shirt. This shirt I purposefully wore because I thought it was appropriate. Looks very fitting. And then, piece de la resistance. Now, if you could afford the Jeffrey Campbell version of these, which I saved up for. In fact, I found a picture the day that they arrived at my house, and I was so happy. The Jeffrey Campbell liters. Oh my god, I was over the moon. If not, you got knockoffs. Now, when I worked at Mr. Shoes, we sold the knockoffs by a brand called Truffle Fire. I found these. Oh, Amazon, aren't you wonderful? Remember these? Old fucking school. Every blogger and their dog had a pair of Jeffrey Campbell liters. They had the spiked ones, the leather ones. I had the leather ones. Snake skin, tapestry print, you name it. Everyone had a pair of these and did their outfit pictures in them. I really think they're still fucking cool, and I don't know why they went out of fashion personally. I am ready to go. Okay, let's do it! What is one outfit staple you miss from the Tumblr days? God, Galaxy leggings, man. I wore them like every day. Oh, I don't wear them anymore. I think it's just because it's so tarnished with that kind of like old school. They're not cool anymore, but they are cool. It's really hard, but I miss Galaxy leggings. I had them in various different colours. Pink ones, blue ones. Romwe was the place to get them from if you didn't want to spend fucking all your money on them. If you didn't want to spend all your money on them, but you just had to wait ages for them. Are you still as in love with your job now as you were when you first got started? No, if I'm perfectly honest. Well, it's just changed. Like, it has changed to be, like, it went from being a hobby, something that I was doing part-time. I was working somewhere else, and I was making a little bit of money from YouTube, just a little bit, not enough to quit my job. And I guess back then it was just, you didn't take it seriously because it wasn't really a big thing. Also, there wasn't all these sort of fuck-ups that, not fuck-ups, but YouTube was a different place. Like, there was no such thing as like the algorithm. You know, you could upload your video and know that people would watch it, or it would be put out. Like, I remember I used to be able to go to bed or upload a video at any time of day and wake up or have views, you know. It wasn't as serious. It wasn't as thought out. It was just a bit of fun. And I think as it got harder and more challenging, it does become a little bit more of a ball ache, I must admit. Like, I do love it, don't get me wrong, I get to do some really cool shit. I work for myself, I get to be creative every single day, I meet amazing people. But no, if we're talking about then and now, I definitely think it was easy back then. Like, you got to think about shit these days, like, you got to think of having good thumbnails and good titles that will clickbait or attract people, or you have to upload at a certain time of day that'll optimize views, or da. Because as soon as it becomes a business and your livelihood, you have to think of all those kind of things. People get mad if I do a clickbaity title, but at the end of the day, I don't do it on a regular basis, but sometimes you have to. Sometimes you just need them views, man. Honest, I'm just being honest. Did you start on MySpace? No, I just had MySpace as like, I didn't start on MySpace, I just had MySpace. I think everyone had MySpace at one point. I had it for me and my band. You know, picking your top 8 was a real big deal. And if you weren't in someone's top 8 that you should have been, that was a cause of falling outs, right? But no, I think MySpace was more like what Facebook is now to me. Are you still known as Melon Lady, or has that completely died? I'm not known as Melon Lady. My nickname is Melon, or Mel. I've always been called Melon. My dad, Mark, actually my best friends mostly call me Mel. Melon Lady was just like a piss take. Like, I was making an Instagram account, a personal one, and I just wrote Melon Lady Baby. Melon Lady Baby. I don't know why. It was just came to my fucking head. So Melon Lady became a thing because it became a thing, but it wasn't necessarily what I wanted to name my channel. It was just some stupid bloody username that I picked as for a laugh, basically. How do you deal with nostalgia blues? My life was so much better at 17. Right, this is interesting. I actually wrote a song about time 2014 and the time around it and how lovely it was. And I do think back about like the times I was living with the band, when I was starting my YouTube channel. Everything seemed so innocent, so carefree, so fun. And, you know, you look back and you think how amazing it was and how happier I was, or how, you know, great things were. But at the same time, like, those times are for having cherished memories, but they're also the times that you're kind of learning about yourself and about who you want to be. And even though, yeah, times now aren't as easy as they were, and, you know, I'm growing up into an adult and I've got responsibilities, I still appreciate what I have now. Like, I have my own house, I've decorated it all, I've got loads of really lovely friends, I work with really cool brands, I've like thinking about my future and things that I want to do. I feel like an adult now, whereas I look back then and I think I was still kind of like a bit of a kid. And yeah, it's nice to look back and think of the happy things, but also life does change and you do move on and things can't stay the same. So rather than feeling sad about it, just cherish the memories and just be pleased or grateful for what you've got now as well. Do you miss old YouTube collabs like with Scarlet Saint aka Kira Rose? Yeah, I do miss them, but they just don't really happen that much anymore. I think it was back then, it was like a time of like, it was always like, yeah, we'll still collab, and you know, and then your followers can find me and my followers can find you, and it was always like a trade-off, but also just a bit of fun. But I just don't think it works like that anymore. I think everyone's really busy, they're grown up, they've got their own lives to deal with. And I don't think like collabs in terms of like follower trade really happens anymore. I think everyone's pretty aware of who everyone is. Basically, what people are just too lazy to follow new people. I don't know. I just don't think it really happens anymore. Is there anything you miss about the good old days? I guess I just miss how, like I said before, like how easy it was, how reliable the platforms were, how people could post whatever they wanted and it be seen by people, how it was less of a fucking battle. Like, a lot of people say this, that like influencers or YouTubers, sometimes when you're trying to create content and get it out to the world, it feels like you're swimming upstream or against the stream, like a salmon trying to go upstream. I miss how easygoing people were. I wouldn't say there's a lot of competitiveness, but it just feels more serious. I don't know. I just want everyone to chill the fuck out, basically. What is one piece of advice you'd give to someone trying to grow their channel? I would love to say, be authentic and yourself. because I do believe that works. I also believe that the state of social media these days is literally sell your soul, clickbait the shit out of your titles, and do something dramatic. Or go live in a van. I know that wasn't supposed to come across as rude. That was a phenomenon though. That was very unusual. No, just, be consistent, make good content, like, that's unique and heartfelt. Like, honestly, growing your channel is fucking hard. But you want a sustainable audience. So you want an audience that like you for you, not for the clickbait titles or for the drama llama, because they won't stick around for long. If you don't continue to deliver that kind of shit, they'll just fucking leave. So do something that you feel is sustainable, but also like what you're proud of as well. And also, you know what? Sometimes it's not about just having like trillions of followers. Just enjoy what you do and enjoy creating. That's more important. First time you remember thinking you wanted to do this full time, it was only when I got my first YouTube payment through of like 60 quid that I thought, cool, imagine if I could pay my rent with this, because I was like working full time, I was studying, and I was skint, I had no money, and I thought, imagine if I could pay my rent by doing this, like making YouTube videos. And that was like a little dream I had. And then a couple of years later, boom, quit my job. And then years later, I'm still here. Do you miss having pink My Little Pony hair? Sometimes I do, but I really like my hair at the moment. Like the blonde, dirty blonde, scruffy. I don't give a shit. But I do miss having colourful hair. That's why I'm staying blonde though. So I have the option of going back if I really, really want to. One thing you could change about your YouTube career. Okay, so there's a few things. If I could go back in time and redo it all again, I would stop making content that I would not make content that I thought people wanted to watch. I would up the quality straight away rather than being lazy and just filming it on whatever. I would set that bar high, like way back then, and be kind of known for that. Like how Hey Claire, she nailed that, and that is something that I really, really liked about her, was her content was just like so cool. And probably immerse myself in the community a bit more, like not just be so about it. Like I'd probably get involved a bit more and just be a bit more, because I know I've got more knowledge of it now. I reckon I would just, if I could go back into my body back then and do things, I would just be a bit more savvy about things. I don't know. I reckon there was times where I was a bit lazy and I'd definitely like to go back and just change a few things. Who knows? I don't know, would it have made me any more successful or any more popular? Who knows? There are some things I wish I did do, some things I wish I didn't do. There are things. Do you miss dyeing your hair by yourself? No, because I would totally fuck my hair. My hair's already on the verge of falling out. No, it's a lot better quality now. But my hair has been in some really shit states. And I think if I was still dyeing my hair, I wouldn't have any hair. So I'm fortunate I'm in a position where I can afford to get someone else to do it for me. What YouTubers would you love to be friends with? Jenna Marbles. I think she's cool. Bald and Bankrupt, because I love him. He's cool. Casey Neistat, because he's cool, because he can give me camera advice. Are you proud of the mark you made on YouTube? Love you. I think I'm proud of stuff that I've done. There's some things that make me cringe still, like shit I've done. But I feel like I have tried to be authentic as I can. Oh no, I'm authentic. I'm fucking authentic. And that is my goal, is to just be real. And it's really weird because it's one of those jobs where it's very lonely when you meet people in real life and they tell you how much of an impact you've made on them. Really nice to hear. Like I always thought I was just like a normal girl getting on with her life. People started taking an interest in my style and stuff, so said you should make YouTube videos or make more YouTube videos. So I did, not knowing what I was doing, or I didn't have any like ultimatum or like goal or anything. I didn't know what I was doing. And for that, just building something just from myself is just really cool. I feel quite proud of that. I know, like tooting my own hoot here, but I'm just being honest. I like the responses that I get from people, and I appreciate it when people appreciate me for being real of myself and not like being squeaky clean and like because that's just not what I'm about. And I'm flattered that I can help people. Yes, that was that, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Write in the comments your favourite thing about the old days, the OG days, and what you miss. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna quickly tag some friends. If they want to take part, then they can. I'm gonna tag Zoe. Zoella. She's one of the OGs, like proper OGs. I'm gonna tag other Zoe London DJ, my mate. Else can I tag? Melanie Murphy, because she's fucking cool. And I reckon she's got some fun things to say. And one more, who could I go with? Doop, doop, boop, boop. Rhiannon Ashley, because she was my first YouTuber friend. Yeah. But guys, you have to transform yourself into the older version of yourself, so soz. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you liked the video. Please subscribe if you're new here. If not, hit the notification fucking bell, right? Love you, bye!